was asked, why did I have more confidence before the press conference with Ron Ennis and Stanionis? And I was trying to break it down to him, and I was like, I had more confidence that Jerron was going to go out there and have a great performance before actually hearing his dad talk and hearing everybody else talk. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a person like me, I look for patterns and I look for inconsistencies. And when it comes to Team Ennis, they're inconsistent and they don't match on both ends. You know, Senior doesn't match what Junior says, you know, so anytime I see something like that, I know that they're unsure of the outcome and what they're doing and whatnot. The example is this. In one instance, Bozy will say, well, you know, you'll see the best Jerron if Stanionis can bring it out of him. Then on the other end, you have Jerron say, this is the best performance that you're going to see by me ever. I'm going to put on a stellar performance. I'm going to knock him out. Now, when I was hearing that, I was like, okay, yeah, he now understands, you know what I'm saying, what he really has to do. It's more than just a win here, you know. Then at the same time, when Eddie Hearn asked Jerron Ennis, will this be your toughest fight? And then he says, I don't know. I got to see once I get in there. Well, that's a direct contradiction of what you've been saying prior to you saying this is going to be the best performance. It's going to be stellar. You're going to get a knockout. No, as a matter of fact, Jerron Ennis said he's going to put on a flawless performance. Then turn around and get asked by Eddie Hearn, is this going to be your toughest fight? Then it's you don't know. So then, you know, when the father's talking, he's talking about Stanionis can bring out the best, and that's if he can bring out the best. So we're dependent on Stanionis to see the best Jerron, or can Jerron show us the best Jerron? It's too many contradictions and it's too many inconsistencies here. Is he going to stop him early or is he not? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be early night? Is it going to be a knockout, or is it going to be the toughest fight? Like, you have to stand on something. Anytime you stand in everywhere, you're unsure. And it's just that simple. So that's why I had more confidence before watching all that, because I could tell they unsettled. You know, you say one thing and then in front of another camera, you say another thing. You're certain in this interview, you're confident in this interview, but in this one, you optimistic, you know, you're not sure. We gonna see once we get in there. And then it's going to be a short night, but at the same time, is can you bring that out of my son? That's not the way it works. Because like I said in my last video, for Jerron Ennis to lose, he doesn't actually have to lose the fight. All Stanionis has to do is go in there and not let him have his way. And in a way, that's going to be like a loss for Jerron, because he's supposed to do something dominant. He's supposed to do something spectacular with Stanionis. He's supposed to. Now, like I said before, what happens when stuff don't start to go his way? He gonna get frustrated. Bozy gonna get frustrated, and then he gonna go back to that, and then we gonna go back to that he's not interested, and this happened and that happened, and he didn't get up for the fight, and then ultimately at the end it's gonna be Stanionis' fault. Stanionis didn't bring something out of Jerron. And I don't want to hear that. And they shouldn't want to hear that. You know, so they should just admit that this is a tough fight for him. You know, it's unfortunate that they dressed him up like this killer, and now people expecting a killer performance. Shame on us, huh? It's crazy out there. But anyways, that's why I felt like that. Like before then, when I was listening to him talk, and before I was chiming in on the press conferences and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, he understands the assignment. He understands what's going on. He understands he got to do more than just win. He understands it. He got to put on performance. He understands his brand is on the line. He understands all that. And then when I watch this and hear him say this, and then Jerron say this, and then he backtrack what he says, and then he say he gonna do this, but it's dependent on Stanionis, but it's gonna be a short night. And I'm like, no, these dudes is standing everywhere, so they're unsure. You know, So at the end of the day, I think Jerron will win, but it might be a close fight, and it shouldn't be. Like I said, I don't know, because I've been asking people what kind of performance that they have been expecting. A few, you know what I'm saying, true diehard fans, boxing, Jerron or whatever, they answered. But for the most part, people remain silent on the performance that they're expecting from Jerron Boots Ennis. And it's not like we don't know why. Like, I understand why. But yet when criticism comes along, you guys act like he Jolly the Green Giant. You know what I'm saying? But then treat him like he Mighty Mouse in expectation. Like, that don't roll. So anyways, that's why I feel about that. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.